right, and welcome everyone. It is Refuel Monday. Today's date is March 25th of the year 2024. I'm your host, Adam Bilbrey, also known as Fighting Squirrel. And before we get started, this is not financial advice. We are not financial advisors. This is purely for entertainment and informational purposes only. To get started, we're going to go ahead and pop over to the D app. Of course, the version is 1.240.322.1a. I'm not sure if Shorty has posted any updates for the D app this week. Been a lot of focus on AUSD Atron. Atron will be a partner token, reflection partner, the same way that AUSD is. AUSD and Atron volume does go towards the reward packs and vice versa. So our reflections are tied together with theirs. Of course, the total supply of RocketFi now at 702.25 billion. The liquidity backing is at 77.3%. Of course, that is strictly the BNB backing. I believe the total liquidity backing is around 79%. Looking to probably do a liquidity dynamics here possibly today or tomorrow. The buy and sell tax are 6 and 9, transfer is 0, and the token price now sitting over 8032. Of course, the markets are doing better. Bitcoin hitting 71,000 just moments ago. I'm not sure where BNB is at. I know it's somewhere in the 500s, probably closer to 600, getting up there. Nice to see that. The current burn boost now sitting at 427.21 million. Of course, anyone can go into RocketFi.app, send 1 million tokens for a chance to win that 427 million. Of course, 500,000 of that instantly burned forever, and the other 500,000 is distributed amongst all those rocket fuel holders. Oh, well, the burners are populating. Maybe the codes were populating. We'll see here in a second. I'm going to pop over to the codes. Let's see. Oh, it did. It did. All right. So I need to get these added to the list. Let's see. We got 250. Nope. These are old dates. These are cached. This is just cached by my browser. That data is not up to date, so the smart codes will be pushed to next week for those demo smart code usage. Just had to check that. But the pending rewards now sitting at 26.55 million. Once that gets to 50 million, we will have a rocket race for that as well. On the swap side, the swap play was won this past week. I'm not sure which wallet won it. Oh, ending in 91DB something. Of course, they won 1.24 billion, the biggest prize pool we've had yet. Of course, the swap play now sitting at 930.71 million. So that's still almost 1 billion tokens for the swap play, and all that requires is a purchase of 25 million RocketFi tokens. That can be here on the D app. Recommend the D app because you can use your smart code here, and we'll use UltraFlect. Of course, that will be the next one I will be using for the next competition once we get the Llama RPC transition fixed and done and over with. But using a smart code in the D app drops the buy tax to 4%. Of course, UltraFlect, real good code to use. That's Let's Rock. Yes, Let's Rock's code is UltraFlect. If you would like to purchase some RocketFi, just use UltraFlect. It will get that swap fee down to 4%. Let's see. Now I'm going to show something over here. If you want to know the true liquidity backing for RocketFi, you can go to the radar page, click on RocketFi, and it is at 79.9%. This takes into account all the LP pairings for RocketFi, and there are quite a few of them now. I'm not sure on the exact number, but just go through. And I did start to record adding liquidity. I know some people wanted a video on how to add liquidity for AUSD, etc. Working on getting that video done. Ran into a snafu with the Lama RPC earlier, so we've been just trying to deal with that situation. The chart looking pretty decent. Of course, this is a 15-minute. Let's go to the 1 day. The chart looking pretty decent for RocketFi. Channeling up. I like the way it looks. Of course, the markets are doing well. Everyone knows we will be deploying the Ultra Blues. I know a lot of people have been anticipating Ultra Blue. It will be coming. I was going to show you it, but this wallet is not set up for that. And with good reason. I'm not supposed to show you it anyway. But the initial 5 Ultra Blues that we'll be deploying will be Ultra BNB, Ultra BTC, Ultra Ethereum, Ultra XRP, and Ultra Solana. So those will be the initial 5. We'll see what the demand is for each one of those. And, of course, the rewards for the tokens. So all volume on Ultra BTC will be spread across all the other ones and vice versa. So each one will benefit the other. Initially, there will be a 2% buy tax on all the Ultra tokens, similar to what AUSD is set up as currently. This will be the initial for the first month or two. Once we get all the kinks ironed out, then we'll be moving to a lower tax possibly. I know those RocketFi Plus holders will earn or will be able to purchase at a lower taxed percentage than just anybody just strolling in purchasing Ultra Blue. So those RocketFi Plus points will start to come into effect for the Ultra Blues. Was there something else? I think there was something else I needed to mention about Ultra Blue. If I remember it later, I'll come back to that. But for the rocket races today, you can go ahead and start putting your smart codes in the chat. I will get those added while Dan is talking about DFS Mafia. Triflecta, first to act, of course, Affinity King trying to win the race. Now, we did a flash challenge this past week, was to post on Twitter. You had to tag at Real RocketFi, and you had to tag at Fighting Squirrel in the, Twitter, X post. Of course, we had a few submissions. We did a vote in the core team, and our winner this week for the Refuel Advantage is going to be Heavy Duty with the smart code Heavy. Congratulations, Heavy. You will have the opportunity again. This will be the second time he has the opportunity to take those rocket race winnings away. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring up Dan. Let him talk about DFS Mafia. Welcome to the show, Dan. How are you doing?
Good, brother. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Bear with me. I apologize if I don't know if I cut out at all or if you can hear me all right, but I don't get to take days off from work, so I'm on the road today. But yeah, I'm glad to be here, excited, and give you guys a little bit of update what we got going on behind the scenes, and obviously looking forward to this bull run that's coming.
Nice. So for those because y'all haven't been around in a while, some of our members may have not heard about DFS Mafia. Just kind of give us an overview of what DFSM is.
Yeah, so DFS Mafia, we're a licensed fantasy sports company that we're going to be integrating crypto into our fantasy sports platform. We launched our token, in the bear market back in December 2021 after the peak of everything. And, we had a lot of great success early on. We launched at a $1,000 market cap, which I think is pretty crazy to say that within a month we hit a 25 million market cap at our all-time high. Obviously, as the bear market progressed, we leveled off, and we were actually, I think, 5 or 6x from our bottom since middle of last year. But you know, we just kept at it. We're an actual incorporated company out of the state of Delaware, and we wanted to build something unique and different and be a legitimate company in this space that can set waves for the future of what Web3 and fantasy sports is all about. So some of the things we got going on, like I said, we've got our own fantasy sports platform that we've invested over $300,000 into. We've got one of the biggest legal teams in the industry representing us. I actually was just on a phone call with them before hopping on this call. We've got an NFT marketplace that we launched. We've got a staking DApp that we have that earns dual rewards. So you can actually stake your DFSM and earn DFSM while staking. And at the same time, you're still earning we have USDT reflections. So when you stake your DFSM, the distributor ignores the fact that you're staking. So you actually get the USDT reflections as if you're not staked and earn DFSM as part of it's a volume-based staking contract. So the more volume is, the higher the APR percentages as well. So got a lot of unique things going on. You know, we've got a lot of big partnerships we've had over the last couple of years with, former NFL players and tennis stars and you name it. We're just building during this bear so that we'd be ready for when our first true bull run came, that we were ready to take off, and that's where we're going.
Cool. So your total staked is sitting at 109 billion. What percentage of your circulating supply would you say is locked up in that staking? Do you know that offhand?
I think that's about, because we have about 408 billion in circulation. So if my math's correct, it's about 27% of our circulating supply is staked, and then we've got a pretty solid floor going on right now too. But just under 30% is currently staked right now.
Okay. So on that staking, is that like a volume based fed, or is that like a farm fed?
Yeah, it's all volume based. So we have 0.5% of our taxes go into the staking pool. So obviously that staking pool grows as time goes on, especially the more volume we have. Another 0.5% is going to a true token burn, so we don't have it's not being sent to a dead wall, but actual true burn staking or contract feature. And we have 8% USDT rewards, and 3% goes to LP.
Okay. Yes, and it's like a variable percentage there. So 90
Correct.
days if you're holding for over 90 days, you incur 0% fees, and then it raises the less time. Okay, yeah. I like that. That's cool.
Yep. And then a couple of things that, I'll give out some of the big things that we're working on right now. One of the biggest things that we've been working on over the last year and a half was trying to find a banking solution to allow us to be able to integrate our token within our fantasy sports platform. We thought we had that bank with the current bank that we're working on now, and at the last second, they kind of did a 180 on us, where they're okay with fantasy sports. They're just not okay with the crypto aspect of it. And that's kind of to blame for the FTX collapse and Silvergate and all those that collapsed. A lot of banks got scared about dealing with that. So kind of it set us back a little bit of being able to accomplish what we'd actually already built. Our fantasy sports platform behind the scenes already has the integration done to fully integrate our token into the platform to use it as a deposit and payment method into contests and a payout feature, which once that happens, it's basically going to create, we have a 3% transfer tax, and it's going to create a transactional transfer volume as if an exchange would do, or a swap would do, where you have your buys and sells. Now you're going to create volume through our fantasy sports platform just for the transfer tax. So they transfer in, say, 1 billion tokens in total to enter a fantasy sports contest. Typical, we do about 80 to 85% is paid back out to the winners. So you have, 1 billion in, let's say 800 million back out. You've got 1.8 billion in tokens that are transferred at a 3% transfer rate. It's going to drastically increase the burn ratio. The LP is going to skyrocket, and obviously one of the 3% is also for USDT rewards. So it's going to give our token a full, utility. We'll be the first fully crypto integrated fantasy sports platform in the world. There's nobody that's actually licensed that's ever done that. And then we can integrate like our NFT marketplace and a couple large partnerships that I have on the back burner that we'll be able to integrate as well.
That's cool. I'm a fantasy football. I guess you would call me a veteran. I've done it for years and years. I don't even know how many years I've done it, but it's nice to see that aspect being infused into crypto. And, eventually once the scariness of crypto, because of, you mentioned FTX, all that has happened in the past does kind of put a stain in the eyes of those big financial sectors that we are trying to infiltrate currently with everything going on. So it'll be nice to see this take off, just like Yahoo Fantasy Sports or whatever other fantasy platforms out there. I like what y'all got going. I've known about y'all for a while, so I've read up on y'all quite a bit, and I have been around the community somewhat. I don't really go over there so often because I spend so much time in the RocketFi community, but yeah, I really like what y'all are doing. Is there anything else you want to add on there?
Yeah, so actually what I was getting at too is the fact that, we have been working on this for like a year and a half to get that banking solution, and thanks to our investors, we actually believe we may have found that banking solution. We had a pretty long call with a bank that they actually work with other fantasy sports companies. They deal with crypto. Nobody has done exactly what we've done, and thanks to our investors having some people in high places, they made the contact, and we got on a call, and I told him exactly what we're looking for. I told him exactly what we do, and he was actually fast to interrupt me and say, "Yep, that won't be a problem. That won't be a problem. That shouldn't be an issue." So we're actually going through the onboarding process right now, submitting some extra documentation about our company, and I haven't been putting it out there too much because I don't like to stir up the excitement before all the ink is dry, as I say. But if everything works out, we will actually finally have the banking approval, which is it's game over for us at that point. So we're excited. We'll see. Hopefully, in the next couple of weeks here, we have a final answer. But from our initial conversations with the bank, it was extremely positive.
Well, that's cool. That's cool. Does anyone have any questions for Dan about DFSM? Any questions at all? Let's see. Oh yeah, and I need to get those smart codes. I will get those smart codes in here soon.
Can we just ask the question, or do we?
Yes.
I don't see a raise hand option. So.
Oh yeah, you can. It's open mic, man. You can ask any question you want.
Okay. I just wanted to ask Dan who his favorite token holder was. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding. If you had to put a timeline, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but if you had to put a timeline, and you don't have to, because I know people jump all over you if it's not exact or anything. But on the banking side, let's just say it got approved today. How long do you think it would take after that to incorporate some of the features, probably not all of them, but some of the features you want to incorporate on the crypto side?
Yeah, so once we got the banking approval and sign off on it, it's hard to tell because we have new developers that are handling the back end. So it's built, it's ready to go. I would say, obviously not hold me to it, I say 30 to 90 days to implement. My biggest concern is just testing it. It hasn't been actually tested and used for a year and a half now, because since it's been built, since we haven't been using it. We also would have to update the contract within the platform to our V2, because I think when it was initially built, they were using our V1 contract. So It's just, testing it. Obviously, security. We want to make sure there's no way to exploit it. I have certain protocols that I've already kind of braced for that, so that there is no major security risk without even diving into it. But I would say 30 to 90 days from the time we get approval to the time you see it on the website. Just testing it, making sure it's all good to go, and then rolling it out to everybody.
Sounds good.
So is there an app? I know it shows app here. Is there like an app on the Apple Store or Google Play Store?
Not currently. We're web based. I mean, it's mobile and web browser friendly. It's just we don't have an app currently. It's all web based, but that's probably the next step. I think we got quotes from some developers. It could take anywhere from 60 to 80K to fully build out our code, because it's not the same coding. So we're once we build up the user base a little bit more, we plan on launching it onto the Android and Apple stores.
And y'all got some merch here, I see.
Yep.
DFS Mafia hoodies, T-shirts. So for are the proceeds from the merch, does that go towards the token, or is that for the team, or what is that?
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. So we actually, a couple things. I'm very much about giving back to the community. Like, I still work my daytime job like 100 hours a week, and that's no exaggeration. I'm all about trying to make everybody else, money in this run, and trying to give back to the community that's been so supportive. So initially we set it up where we have a revenue distribution as part of our company where we're taking 10% of the net profits to distribute back to token holders. I've recently changed that. I think it's on our website, but I've increased it where a lot of them are anywhere for 25 to 50% of certain revenues. So like platform revenue, merch. I actually gave the company, I think right now it's valued at about $60,000 worth of DFSM to put into the deployer, so that any rewards that we earn from volume, like for the USDT rewards, that's all going towards the revenue distribution as well. And then on top of it, to make sure that we're even more profitable for the token holders, I've been personally funding all of the company expenses out of my own pocket, so that we didn't dip into any of our marketing funds or anything, saving that for this bull run, so that we're not, if we weren't making enough money, that we weren't exhausting our marketing wallet. So I've been self-funding it for about the last 9 months now. So we set it up where pretty much everything we do cycles back to the token. We do basically a large buyback and then distribute those tokens to token holders that hold 100 million or more tokens proportionally.
Okay. So are holders able to use their DFSM to purchase merch?
Not currently. I think that's something that we want to build out as well. And one of the other steps that we'll be working on too is with the NFT marketplace. Once we integrate that as well as the token into our platform, we want to also then have the token as a use for purchasing NFTs as well.
All right. So on the NFT side, I kind of skipped over that. I remember, there it is. So the NFT marketplace, are these NFTs, do they serve some kind of purpose? Or
so some of them have utilities, certain perks, and then we have like platforms credits where if you purchase an NFT, you have a platform credit, you get a promo code. So it was our workaround for the banking issue, where you could purchase an NFT, let's say a $50 platform credit using BNB, and then we would send you the promo code, which would give you $50 in credits on the platform. So it was kind of a workaround we had to use crypto in some way, shape, or form. Because I know a lot of people, they might have $100,000 in their crypto wallet, but they got $5,000 in their bank account, and they'd rather use $50 out of their 100,000 than out of their 5,000. So kind of cool little feature, and that's why it's going to be even more exciting once we have that banking solution where we can really pull all the pieces of the puzzle together and use them.
Yeah. And you have these. What are these associate NFTs for?
So those are the different. Basically, come with different perks. So we have like a ranking system. We're DFS Mafia. So the Mafia part was actually paying homage to Bills Mafia because I'm from Buffalo and I'm a big Buffalo Bills fan. But we wanted to have something where it also you could build a community, around like you had, like so that I got into Safe Moon, so you had like the Safe Moon Army or whatever. So the idea was to have different rankings, so they're all like Mafia rankings, and the more tokens you hold, the higher ranking you have. Like so, if you have a billion DFSM, you're considered a Don. And then just those NFTs, we did a little fun thing where you could purchase NFT, and it also comes with some rewards as well for purchasing it.
Cool. Underboss. There goes the Don.
Yep.
So is there a fixed supply of these NFTs, or is there?
Yeah, there is. I think we have a list somewhere on there, but there's like, I think 20 Don NFTs, and then as you go down to less expensive ones, I think it maxes out at 100 of them. And then we had an original, what we call OG Don NFT that we had distributed when we first launched. We're actually launching a V2 version of it with some pretty crazy perks that we'll be releasing soon. So we'll be airdropping the ones who still hold the NFT, and then probably selling, I think, 10 to 12 of them, maybe giving a couple away in some buy contests or something. But the NFT is going to have the craziest perks we've ever given away.
Cool. Well, you got a lot going on here. It's kind of hard for me to just scroll through your website. You got so much going on.
Yeah, we're busy.
That's a good thing. It's a good thing. So any other question? I see a question, when Operation Tailgate or Tailgate is what it actually says. When Operation Tailgate. Is that something coming up?
Yeah, so that's something that we put out that, to be honest, it has to do everything to do with the banking. Once we had the banking solution, there's some things that I haven't really released to a whole lot of people, that the true vision of what the platform and DFS Mafia is going to be. But once we have the banking solution, then you're going to start to see all those pieces come together, along with a few other aspects that I haven't released to anybody. But it's just it's really the vision, and there's some things that we'll be integrating. For example, like one of the big aspects that we were working on, were I've had a couple I can speak today. I've had a couple calls with Chainlink to integrate some of their utilities and features into our ecosystem and our platform. And once we have the banking solution, we'll be actually partnering up with Chainlink to integrate some of their utilities into our platform. And then we get some nice PR out of it too, that we partner up in using some of their ecosystem or some of the utilities in our ecosystem.
Huh. So about the fantasy side of it, is it more like a prize picks style, or is it like a league?
Yeah, it's a player prop style. So basically, you enter a contest, and you'll have a certain number of picks that you have to fill. So whether it be 6, 8, 10 picks, and then you'll have a list of players with props. So it'd be like James Harden over under 22.5 points and assists, or say Luka Doncic over 34.5 points. And the over and the under will have certain points assigned to it, and for each one you guess or predict correctly, you get those points, and they're tallied up, and whoever has the most points wins. You get ranked based on your points. So it's just a simple player prop style. We felt that it's an easy way to get into the market. A lot of people like the simplicity of player props. Background on me, I'm a 6-figure earner on FanDuel. I won a lot of money playing in the salary style rosters, but at the same time, I was a degenerate, would sit there for 6 hours, to set up one lineup, and sometimes I'd win big. Sometimes I'd spend 6 hours to win absolutely nothing because one player kills my whole lineup. So not everybody's a degenerate like that and loves to sit there for hours on end. Some people like to put a lineup in, hope to win some money, and be done with it in 2 minutes, and have some fun with it. And that's what we've set up currently. But we do plan on expanding into the salary styles and some of the other features that are out there in fantasy sports.
Yeah, that's more of my speed. The league style where you're editing your roster weekly, adding, getting rid of players, etc., trading. That's more my style. I haven't really looked into like the Prize Picks style or the prop style myself, but definitely interested in that league setup.
Yeah, I definitely want to get into both the like the daily roster style, like salary style, as well as a season-long style.
Yeah. And it shows NBA, NHL, MLB. Is that the only sports?
Yeah, so we have the 4 major sports, NFL, NBA, NHL, and MLB, and then we do combat sports. So, like, we can set up custom contests for boxing, MMA, etc. And then we actually just expanded our tab for esports because we plan on expanding into an esports style of fantasy sports.
Cool. All right. So are there any more questions in the audience for Dan? Don't be shy. If you have a question, you can come up and ask, or you can type it. It's like JCAD's got something. I know JCAD knows DFS. I know he's over there a lot. I see him.
Yeah, he is.
How much do you need to earn rev share?
That would be 100 million tokens, which I think right now is equivalent to about, what's that, $600 worth? So, before taxes, I would say probably closer to about $650 worth equals 100 million.
There you go. Any
That's
other
all set up
questions?
proportionally.
So if you don't have 100 million, you still earn the reflections from the tokenomics, correct?
Yeah, you earn the reflections from tokenomics regardless of how much you hold. It's just the additional rev share, which we're working on. A little hiccup we had with the staking data. It wasn't picking up everybody's wallets that was staked, so it's not giving us an accurate data of everybody's holdings. So we're working on a solution for that, but we've already done our buyback, and then we'll be airdropping once we have the final solution on that. But yeah, if you hold 100 million, you qualify for the revenue distribution. If you don't, or irregardless of how much you hold, you still get the USDT rewards. You can still stake and earn additional DFSM as well. Those are an option to everybody.
All right.
Hey, I've got a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Awesome. So I saw on the platform that there are top earners and that there's a prize for any of the top earners that are up there. Can you speak on that?
Yeah, so we just actually ran a season-long NFL contest where we were giving away 1 billion DFSM for the top 10 earners from NFL contest, and we obviously just wrapped that up with the season. But we have on the platform itself, we have a daily and all-time earners board. That's for all fantasy contests. So it's a nice little thing for bragging rights if you're the top earner on our platform. And then separately, we also had the one where we were tracking everybody's earnings simply from NFL contests. And if you took the top 10, you won DFSM. I think the top earner, had 300 or earned an additional 300 million DFSM, which was right now about $1,800 worth of DFSM just for being the top earner on the NFL season.
Nice.
Damn, that's awesome.
Anyone else? Don't be shy. If you got a question, now's your time. Hey, Dan, if you want, you can go ahead and share your Telegram link, website address, all your socials, etc., in the chat.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do.
That way someone can go check y'all out. Of course, it's DFS-Mafia.com for anyone wanting to look at their website. Scroll around. I think that pretty much has most of all your information. But if you want, go check out their Telegram. Go ask any of them any questions. There's always people in there willing to help anyone out. Thanks. All right. Well, I guess that's it for the community questions. Dan, we're going to have a rocket race. Are you wanting to give some tokens away for some lucky winner or NFT? What, a T-shirt?
Yeah, we can do some tokens. We can do let's do 10 million. It's worth about $60.
All right. Let me pop over to. I need to get these. Oh, y'all gonna see my. Oh, you won't see my password. All right. Let me log in here. Get all these names in. Of course, if you have not put your smart code in, now's the time to get it done. And I will get these added. Please only post your smart code once. Let's see. We've got quite a few here. All right. Triflect. If I do not get yours added in, let me know. Ultraflect, Raccoon. Of course, Raccoon is our static poster of the smart code. He likes to post it a lot of times. One time is all that is needed. Heavy Gucci. What's up, Gucci? JCAD. KML. And if you do not have a smart code, you can go to RocketFi.app. Scroll. There should be a little sub menu there. It should say codes. If you do not have a code, it will prompt you to create one there. Let's see, where was that? Lower tax. Tony. Cryptos. Ccash. JK, you can't have more than one. GHD. Hazard. Chesney. Reflector. What's up, Neri? 420. Oh, there goes the old smoker. Queen. Crash 71. Lucky. Winter King. Pickle. Naya. That's a new one. Precious. Alita. Cocaine. Winners. Let's see. Gotcha. And one of my faves. I need to pee. Let's see. Shock Top. Buckeyes. What's up, Bart? Witch Hunt. Kilo. And Beer Me. Oh, just browsing, getting one in there. Hoo Storm. I think I just butchered it, didn't I, Felicia? I just have a problem saying that word. Colt Floaty. What's up, Elijah? Matthew, what's your smart code again? Well, I can tell you if I got you or not. Lower tax, I believe I got you. I remember reading it. Yep, right there, lower tax. All right. Anyone else? All right, going once. Ragnar. Oh, yeah, I didn't see a Ragnar code. Tell them to shut up. Oh, no, he already got the code in. All right, so here we go. And, of course, this is for how many tokens again, Dan?
I was going to throw in 10 million.
10 million DFSM tokens. Of course, Heavy will have the opportunity to steal these away at the conclusion of the refill. But let's go ahead and get set. And let's go. Oh, the music's not playing? My bad. My bad. I didn't click that little bubble. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. I see Colt Floaty. I see Lucky. And congrats, Casper NM. Are you in here? Must be present to claim the race. There he is. Congrats, Lucky. Of course, Heavy does have the opportunity to steal those 10 million DFSM away. Of course, we will do that here shortly at the conclusion. Let's see. Let me go ahead and turn this audio, share system audio. All right. Okay. The audio be for the next two rocket races, so everyone can hear that awesome music. But, of course, this next race will be for 25 million RocketFi. And we're going to go ahead and get set. We're going to do these back to back. So let's go. Wow, Witch Hunt, you're just going to... Who's it going to be? I see Urahu. I see Queen. I see Cocaine coming up fast. I don't know if Cocaine's going to get it, though. It's going to be a close one. It's going to be Queen. Queen, are you there? There she is. Congrats. Of course, Heavy does have the opportunity to take it all away. Oh, wrong button. All right, one more time for 25 million RocketFi. Let's go. See Gucci. Nope, he stalled out. Precious. Is it going to be Precious? There we go. Precious, are you in here? Flana, is that you? You're Precious, right? I believe you are Precious. Let's see. so many codes now. Kind of. Yep, that would be Flena. Congratulations. Of course, Heavy does have the opportunity to take. We haven't had a lot of thieving going on. I think once a week is all that's happened. So he will have 3 opportunities to steal those away. First, we're going to go ahead and drop the time for the thievery to 20 seconds. Edit this list. Of course, I need to copy and paste this list. All of these smart codes will be receiving a portion of the refuel rewards that I will distribute later today. I just got to send them to myself so I have a record of who all was in attendance. Paste. All right. So I got those copied over. Heavy up to bat versus Lucky. And, of course, this is for 10 million DFSM. Let's all boo Heavy if he wins. Let's get set. And, of course, let's go. Oh, no. Oh, man. Boo. Sorry, Casper. Heavy swoops in to take the 10 million RocketFi. So I don't know how. Let's see where. Oh, Heavy's typing. I'm going to go ahead and tag you, Dan. This is who you need to send. What is your at? What's your at, Dan?
It's just at DFS Mafia.
DFS. Okay. There we go. All right. So Heavy Duty, congratulations. You are the winner of the 10 million RocketFi. Congratulations. But we're not done. We got 2 more races to be had. Sorry, Casper. Heavy struck. And he came with a mission. He wanted some tokens this week. Now we got Queen up with her 25 million RocketFi up for grabs. Let's go. And Queen will hold on for her 25 million. Congratulations. And we got one more race for Precious. All right, Precious. Let's see if you gassed up your rocket. Let's go. Whoa. Heavy came with it this week. Managed to take away 2 winners out of the rocket race. I'm sorry, Cheryl. Or Flena. That was Flena. I'm sorry. Heavy Duty's a thief. Boo him. All right, Heavy. Congratulations, Heavy, for winning 10 million DFS Mafia and 25 million tokens. And congratulations to Queen for pulling off and keeping it away from heavy and taking in 25 million RocketFi. Are there any questions for Dan or myself before we close it out? Anyone at all? All right. Well, I hate long, awkward moments of silence, so we're going to go ahead and move on. Dan, really nice to have you and your crew here. Of course, anytime y'all have any kind of big update or announcement, feel free to come over to the RocketFi chat, post it here. You're more than welcome to drop in anytime.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate it, and I think we might have a couple big ones pretty soon, so I'll be sharing that.
All right. Well, of course, everyone, for the challenge this week, we got the demo smart code usage that's going for next week. So that will be the rocket races for next week is those demo smart code users this past week. Shorty is going to go in and fetch that data manually because the Lum RPC just is not working out for us in any way, shape, or form. It's just not capable of sustaining a constant flow of information. So for next week, we will have a doubleheader. Of course, it is April Fool's Day, April 1st, next Monday. We'll have a doubleheader with Alpha 7. We'll be up first, and we'll also have Reundify in the chat as well. Be the first time we have two projects in on a Refuel Monday. Got a lot of people reaching out, but I want some of our older ones in the mix too. That's why I reached out to DFS Mafia. And of course, you can earn DFSM in the RocketFi D app. You can select it as part of your reward pack to earn those tokens as a reflection option from RocketFi. So if you would like to earn more DFSM, go to RocketFi.app. Select DFL, too many letters to say back to back. DFSM Mafia as your reward pack option. And thank you once again, Dan, for coming out. We will be here same time, same place, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, April 1st. See you guys there, and God bless everyone.